Good morning, students. In our last class, we discussed various functions of purchasing. Generally, there are two functions of purchasing, that is, responsibility related to purchasing function and other functions. Generally, responsibility related to purchasing is the main or basic functions of purchasing department, like getting a minimum price for the most valuable goods and identification of a reliable supplier and developing proper procedure for placing the order, follow up the orders, the receiving and inspecting the materials, then settlement of the complaints, developing the human resources of purchasing department, and maintaining a good relation with the supplier is the main functions of purchasing department. Apart from that, the purchasing department should have to perform other functions like obtaining technical information related to materials and scheduling the orders, receiving sales presentation, purchasing other items for the human resources, or purchasing items for purchasing some materials for the employees of the organizations, and other functions the purchasing department should have to perform. Today we are going to discuss another topic of purchasing, that is purchasing cycle and factors affecting purchasing. First, we will discuss the purchasing cycle. Purchasing cycle, we can say that it is a procurement cycle. Or purchasing cycle, we can say that it is a process of acquiring the goods. Or we can say that purchasing cycle, or in purchasing cycle, we will discuss the steps the purchasing department should have to follow for acquiring the goods. So in purchasing cycle, we are going to discuss the various stages or the various steps the purchase manager or the purchase department should have to perform for acquiring the goods. So generally there are 8 steps the purchase manager or the purchase department follow for purchasing the goods. First one is the recognition of need, description of needs, selection of sources, determination of price and availability, placing the order acknowledgement, follow up, checking the invoice and approval. So these are the 8 steps the purchase department or the purchase manager performs for or follows for purchasing the goods for different section or different department of the organization. So let me discuss the stages or the steps of purchasing in detail. First one is the recognition of needs. Recognition of need, we can say that it is the identification of needs. Means first the purchase department identifies the needs and the requirements by different sections or different departments. After getting the idea or after identifying the needs and requirement of different section or different departments related to different items, the purchase department takes initiatives for purchasing the items. So first, the different department or different section of organization has to inform to the purchase department, has to inform officially to the purchase department for purchasing certain items, or they have to inform their requirements to the purchase section or purchase department for procuring. So after identifying or after recognizing the needs or the requirement of item by different section or different department, purchase department takes initiatives for purchasing or acquiring the goods. So purchase cycle starts with identifying or recognizing the need of different section or different department by the organization. So first, the department which having some requirements related to different items, or the department which needs which having some requirement, they have to inform to the purchase depart they have to inform to officially they have to inform to the purchase department, and they can inform to the purchase department through two procedures. First one is the issuance of requisition and issuance of bills of material. Means the department which having some requirement related to material, they have to inform to the purchase department for procuring the materials, and they can inform to the purchase department through two procedure. First one is the issuance of requisition. So requisition means what? Requisition, we can say it is a form. So the required department means the department which having some requirement related to material, they have to develop a form and in that form they have to mention what materials they require, again what quantity of that material is required they have to mention, again what quality means what type of material they require they have to mention in that form, and they have to mention the date on which they require that materials. And after developing or after completing this requisition or this form, they can send it to the purchase department for procuring the required quantity and quality goods. So after that, the purchase department can able to recognize the needs or the requirement of different sections or different departments. And after developing this requisition, after developing this form, the department's authority or the head of the department must have to approve that one. And after that, this is a valid requisition or valid form, and that can be sent to the purchase department for procuring the goods. And another procedure or another format the department can adopt, that is issuance of bills of material. Means the department which having some requirement related to material, they have to prepare the list, they have to prepare a list of materials or bill of materials, and in that in that list they have to mention what quantity what quality of material is required, again they have to send it to the purchase department for procuring the goods. So the purchase cycle starts with identification of needs or recognition of needs. Means for purchasing or for taking any initiatives for purchasing by purchase department, it is required for them to identify the needs, identify the requirements by different section or different departments of the organization. After that, it takes means after that the purchasing department takes various steps for acquiring or procuring the goods for different sections. Next steps involve in purchasing cycle, or we can say purchasing, that is description of needs. After identifying the needs and requirements of item by different section, the purchase department doesn't go directly or doesn't take any initiatives for procuring that quantity. Means for procuring the items whatever mentioned in the requisition, whatever mentioned in the bills of material. So before purchasing or before placing the orders to the supplier, the purchase department want to confirm about these requirements. And in second stages, the purchase department gets confirmation from each and every department. Second step involves description of needs, that is in order to assure complete and accurate information for ordering, the purchase manager send it back to the originating department for seeking information. Means after recognizing or after identifying the needs of different materials, the purchase department send it back to the originating department. Means send it back to the various department for getting accurate information, for getting confirmation about the material they mentioned in the requisition in the bills. Means the purchase department want to get confirmation that whatever the list, whatever the bill, whatever the list or whatever the requisition sent by different section is accurate or not, or by mistake they mention some materials which is not required to them. The purchase department in second stage want confirmation from different sections. So for that reason, again the receipt again the purchase department send the requisitions or the bills of material to the originating department for getting or for acquiring confirmation, more accurate information, or for getting confirmation, the purchase department again send the requisition or bill of material to the originating department. And in second stages, whatever the mistakes that can be removed or that can be minimized, if the originating department mentions some items which is not by mistake, which is not required to them, and if there is any overlapping of items, overlapping of materials, that also can be minimized in second stages. So in second stages, the purchase department want confirmations about the material, about the requirement of the material, and the purchase department want to get a complete and accurate information from different section or different departments. So for that reason, again, whatever the requisition, whatever the bills the purchase department receives, they the purchase department send it to the originating department for getting more and more accurate information about ordering. So in second stages, the purchasing department confirms about the requirement of items by different sections or different departments. And in third stages, it tries to identify the sources from where the organization or from where the purchase department can acquire the goods. Main intention of purchasing or main objective of purchasing is to procure the goods at less cost. And it is the responsibility of purchasing department is to identify a good supplier, identify a most reliable supplier. So in third stages, the purchase department tries to identify a good or reliable supplier for the organization who can supply the goods on a continuous basis, who can supply the goods on a regular basis, or the organization or the purchase department choose a supplier who having number of goods or who having varieties of goods and who can supply the goods at a lesser price. So in third stages, the purchase department tries to identify the sources from where it can procure the goods. In most of the cases, generally the purchase department know the sources from where the material could be procured. So in most cases or most organization maintain the suppliers record, and most cases the organization having the list of approved supplier, that is called the register of supplier. By referring the suppliers register, it can identify the supplier from whom the organization or from whom the purchase department can procure the goods. But in case of new organization, when in case of new organization who doesn't having the list of suppliers, list of approved supplier, then that organization's purchase department tries to identify a good or reliable supplier who can supply the goods, who can supply the required goods on a continuous basis or on a uh, regular basis with a proper price. So next stages or next steps involved in purchasing, that is selection of sources. Next steps involved in purchasing cycle, that is determination of price and availability. After identifying the sources or after identifying the supplier from whom the organization can procure the goods, next step involves in purchasing, that is determination of price. So generally the different supplier having different price list, and the organization has to procure the goods from the supplier who having a lesser price, means who can supply the goods at less price. From that supplier only organization procure the goods. So in four stages, organization or the purchase department try to determine the price of the materials. In third stages, organization identify the sources, means the organization identifies number of what the purchase department identifies the number of suppliers who can supply the required quantity and quality of goods on a continuous basis. In four steps, the purchase department determine the price for the materials. Means organization or the purchase department try to find a minimum price for procuring the goods so that the total cost of the organization can be reduced. So whatever the sources, whatever the suppliers it identified in third stages, hmm, from these suppliers the organization tried to identify, or the purchase department tried to identify a good suppliers who having lesser price or who can supply the goods at the less price. So in four stage it calculate the prices for the goods it has to be procured. So this may be done through three ways, that is for standard item, vendor catalog and price list are available. Means for the standard item or regular item, organization generally having the price catalogs or price list of different suppliers, because it maintains the suppliers record, and it also maintains what the catalogs and price list of the supplier. Some supplier having higher prices for a particular goods, and other suppliers may have lower prices for that goods. So by referring the catalogs, by referring the price list of different suppliers for regular item, the organization or the purchase department can able to determine the price for the required materials or the required items for different sections. And another process or another ways the organization, the purchase department can able to adopt for determination of price, that is through negotiation, through discussion, through bargaining with different supplier. It can able to determine a particular price for different material. And last one is the inviting tender and quotation. Means by inviting tender and quotation to different supplier, it can identify the minimum prices, the minimum cost for procuring the goods. In tender or in quotation, who having lesser price, the purchase department try to identify that supplier, try to select that supplier for placing the order. So in four stages or in four steps, the organization of the purchase department can able to determine a price for the material. Next one is the placing the order. After identifying the supplier, after identifying or after determining the price for the material it has to be procured, it starts for placing the order to that supplier. In fifth stages, the purchase manager develop a good procedure, a good format for placing the order. Means it develops a form. In that form it mentions the required quantity and required quality of materials, and that order is approved by the purchase sections or the authorities of purchase department, and that order is a legal order. And after developing a legal order for purchasing, that can send to the supplier for supplying the required quantity and quality of materials. So fifth steps involved in purchasing, that is the legal order, the placing the order. In this step, what the purchase department will do? In this step, the legal order is placed with supplier on a form known as purchase order. In this step, the purchase department develops a purchase order, and in that order the required quantity and quality of material is mentioned, and that is sent to the supplier for supplying. So this in fifth step, the organization, the purchase department places order to the supplier. Sometimes the organization who having reliable suppliers, they can place the order to the suppliers through telephone also. But developing a legal order for procuring the goods or for placing the order is a legal one, and that is more valid as compared to the telephonic order. Next steps involved in purchasing cycle, that is order acknowledgement. So some organization requires a receipt from the suppliers after receiving the order from the organization. Some organization wants a receipt of confirmation of getting purchase order, and some organization also want a receipt, also want a agreement, or also want the acknowledgement about agreeing to supply the items by the supplier to the organization. So order acknowledgement, we can say that it is a receipt of what? Receipt of receiving the purchase order from the organization and agreeing to supply the items. Means in order acknowledgement, the supplier approved that one. Suppliers has to sign in order acknowledgement. So the order acknowledgement means in order acknowledgement, or in that receipt, supplier is agreed to supply the required quantity of items that is sent by the organization, and the supplier has to send a receipt to the organization, that is he received the orders from the organization. So order acknowledgement means what? Some company insist an order acknowledgement from the supplier acknowledging the receipt of purchase order or agreeing to supply the items. Means whatever the order the organization send, the supplier can send a receipt to the organization, that is he is agreeing to supply these items required by the organization, and he received the purchase order. Next steps involves in purchasing, that is follow up. So follow-up means what? It is done to ensure that the items ordered are delivered by the supplier on time. Means whatever the order placed by the organization to the supplier, the organization is required to follow that one. Means the organization, the purchase department should have to The purchase department should have to take initiatives to follow up the order. Means they have to check, the purchase department has to check whether the supplier supply the goods on time or not, whether the organization or whether the supplier supply the goods where the goods are. The purchase department should have to follow that one. If the purchase order is a right one and is a appropriate one, if the supplier is reliable one, and if there is a accurate production planning, there is no requirement for follow of the order. Last one is the checking the invoice and approval. Last stages or last steps involved in purchasing cycle, that is checking the invoice and approval. Means after follow up the order is received, the order is received by the organization. While receiving the order, the purchase manager should have to inspect the quality and quantity of materials the supplier supplied. If the order or if the supply is according to the standard or according to the order, then the purchase manager received that one and check the invoice. In last stage involved in purchase cycle, that is checking the invoice and approval, means the purchase manager should have to check the invoice means whatever the bill sent by the supplier, that has to be checked by the purchase manager, and the purchase manager should have to check the invoice as per the order placed. And if the purchase manager identifies, or if the purchase manager finds the bill each accurate, then he send it to the account section, then he approve the bill, and then he send it to the account section for payment. So these are the steps that involve in purchasing cycles. Means these are the stages through which the purchase department or purchase organization or purchase department procure the goods for different sections. Next, I will discuss factors affecting purchasing policies. Means what elements the purchasing department should have to consider while purchasing the goods for the organization or for different sections. Generally, there are 8 factors the purchasing department should have to consider while preparing various policies related to purchasing. First one is the ancillary development. Ancillary industry, we can say that it is a supportive industry. Before taking any actions related to purchasing, the purchase department should have to identify whether there is any ancillary development or any ancillary industries or not. Ancillary industry, we can say that supportive industry, they produces certain parts for the main industry. So if there is any ancillary industry, then the organization can plan, or then the purchasing department can plan for what? Then the purchasing department can plan for procuring the materials, can plan for procuring certain parts from the ancillary industry, from that ancillary industry, and the organization and the main organization can produce the main units. So before taking any actions related to purchasing, it has to identify whether there is any ancillary industry or not. If it found that there is no ancillary industries for that main industry, for that organization, then it makes various decisions related to procuring different raw materials for producing that parts only. Take the example of Bharat Gears Limited. Bharat Gears Limited is an ancillary industry who produces gears for different automobile companies. So Bharat Gears Limited produces different gears for different automobile companies, and different automobile company can procure or can purchase gears from Bharat Gear Limited for manufacturing the automobiles. So before purchasing before purchasing the goods, or before making any decisions related to procurement of goods, the purchase manager or the purchase department should have to identify whether there is any ancillary industry or not. If there is any ancillary industry, then it has to consider this industry, and it makes various plans related to procuring certain parts from that industry only, so that it is easy for the main industry to produce the new product or produce the unified whole product easily. So ancillary development means what? When a company decides to buy a part from outside supplier, it is usually subcontracted. Means when an organization try to purchase or try to procure some materials or some parts from the outside, then it is called as subcontracted. Generally, the subcontractor is a ancillary unit. Ancillary unit can supply certain parts to the organization for manufacturing a particular material or particular product. So we can take the example of Bharat Gears Limited. It produces different gears for automobile industry, and automobile companies can procure the gear part from Bharat Gears Limited. So it is easy for them to produce a automobile quickly. Next factor the purchase department has to consider is that make or buy decisions. The purchase department should have to consider the policy of make or buy. Means what the organization wants to do. Whether organization are having a plan to procure the goods or procure the goods from outside, or organization want to manufacture different parts within the industry, the purchasing department should have to consider. Generally, the purchasing department's main intention is to procure the goods at less cost, so that the total cost can be minimized. So for that reason, they have to analyze the policy of make or buy. Means the purchase department should have to analyze the make or buy policies. Means the purchase department should have to calculate the various costs associated with the materials, and it has to identify that whether the company procure the goods from outside is beneficial or is economic to the organization, or developing that part within the organization is economical to the organization. It has to identify which having lesser cost or which having more economical to the organization. The purchase department should have to identify that one. So before purchasing, it has to identify that, or it has to analyze the policy of make or buy. If producing that part is beneficial to the organization, then the purchasing department has to procure certain material for producing that part within our industry. And if the organization identifies that if the organization identity or if the purchase department identifies that procuring that part from the outside supplier from the ancillary industry is economical to the organization, then the purchase department should have to prepare various plans related to procuring the items from different ancillary industries. So, which having more economical to the organization, the purchase department should have to use that one. Next one is the speculative buying. Speculative buying means what? Speculative buying is conducted with a hope to making profit out of the price changes. Means for making profit out of the price changes, that process is known as speculative buying. If the organization having the plan for speculation, then the purchase department should have to make its policy in a different purchasing policy in a different way. Its policy in a different way. Means the speculation can be done in two ways. The purchasing department can procure more items if the price is low, and they can plan it to sell to the other organization, and they can plan it to sell to the other units later if the prices goes higher. So speculation can be done in two process. First one is the organization, the purchasing department can procure more items if the price is less, and they can sell it again if the prices is higher. And another process is that the organization can purchase more quantity of goods at a particular time, because it identifies that, or it estimates that in future the prices will rise up. So by getting the profit out of these price changes, this process is known as speculations. This process is known as speculation. So if the organization having the speculation motive, or if the purchase department having speculative motive, then it makes purchasing policies in different way. So speculative concept or speculative policy the purchasing department should have to consider. If it having the plans related to making profit out of the price changes, then it has to prepare the purchasing policy in different way. Means the purchasing department should have to identify the period when the prices of raw material is minimum, and at that time the organization procure, or the purchasing department try to procure more quantity of raw material, so in future they will get much benefit out of the price changes. And next factor also the purchasing department should have to consider, that is vendor rating, ethics in purchasing, and reciprocity, purchasing for employees, and value analysis. So these are the various factors which having an influencing on purchasing policy. Means the purchase department or the purchase manager should have to consider these factors while preparing various plans related to purchasing. So about these factors, we will discuss detail in our next class. So for today's class, we discussed only these things only. So this is all about our today's class. Thank you.